This is a session to help you to have a life you love, to help you to move forward and to have open up the choice to move forward, to move on, to choose to have a life you love, to choose to create and live a life you love, and choosing the end result of living a life you love and love the life you live. I will be connecting to your superconscious to do the treatment. This is a recode session to rewire your brain to let go of the things that are stopping you to make this choice, to see this choice, and to live this choice of living a life you love. My intention is to help you to have a happy life that you deserve and move on and have a more positive outlook, to have more hope. And if you're open to it, I invite you to this session, and please say in your mind that I allow money to connect to my superconscious for treatment, to have more satisfaction in life. Now I will be connecting to the superconscious. And please just close your eyes and relax. And notice what happens. Let go of control of how it goes and just notice it. And you may notice some facial movements or muscle movements in your body during the treatment, and that is normal because we are making changes in the field which is connecting to your mind and body and spirit. And superconscious, are you there? Are we connected? Yes. Superconscious, are all parts of the treatment team and desired treatment? Yes. Superconscious, please let all parts know about the advantages of treatment to have more satisfaction and less pain, to stop losing time, so to have a mono-personality that everything aligns to the desired future and reality, and stop parts from hiding information because a mono-personality works best. Superconscious, if there's any parts that are afraid to die, please let them know that all wisdoms are kept. We are just treating the emotional pain that is stopping us from moving forward and taking action to create the life we love. And superconscious, if there's any pain that's too big to treat, that is too painful, if we can just chip away a little bit of it, like a big boulder, we'll just chip away as much as we can in the safe manner, within the boundary, as much as we can for the treatment. Subconscious, our parts ready, and notice the end result of living the life we love, living a life I love, and notice the current reality, and notice the path from the current reality to having and living the life I love. Notice all the boulders, the parts that are blocking the way, all the resistance that's stopping us from living the life we love. Superconscious, do you see that? Yes, please create a perfect treatment plan the perfect treatment plan in the perfect way and perfect order for more satisfaction and less pain. And please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Superconscious, do you see the beliefs on self, others, and the world that's causing resistance? Please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Superconscious, do you notice the belief that I don't deserve to live a life I love that's causing resistance? Please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Superconscious, do you notice the belief, a deep-rooted belief that's stopping us from really going for a life we love and allowing ourselves to live a life we love? Notice the root cause when it first happened, when the belief first created, when it was first decided. Superconscious, grow yourself younger, all the way back to when it first started and rooted, and go back to the moment before that decision is made. Notice who's there and what's happening. And superconscious, notice all other possible beliefs and decisions you can have at that moment, and choose the one that aligns with the end result of I live the life I love. I choose to live a life I love, and I choose to create a life I love. Notice the one that speaks out to you and choose it. Choose the belief that aligns with you to create and live the life you love. Yes. And now notice growing yourself older back to the present, and take note and notice 3 occasions where you would have had the old belief and now having a new belief, a new perspective. And notice a future event that you would have had the old belief, and now with the new belief and new perspective, you feel, you think, and you act differently. Great. Superconscious, do you see muscle memory that's causing resistance? Please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Notice the old habits and the old muscle memories that dissipates. And download and install the ones, the habits, the actions that aligned with living a life I love, creating a life I love, and allowing myself to have a life I love. I deserve to live a life I love. And just let those memories connect with the possibility, connect with how it feels like into every cells in the body, and just let it grow and let it sit and take root in our body. That yes, we take action, we take aligned action, we take inspired action to create and live a life we love. I take action to create and live a life I love. It's exciting. I love it. There's so much joy. And yes, just let it sit in all parts of our body and let the feelings grow and grow that yes, this is part of us, this is me. This is how I would live moving forward. And this is me. We let go of our old self. That's a part that we choose to let go. And we choose a new way to live. It's not exactly new, it's just a part of us that we're unfamiliar with. But it's still a part of us that we now choose. Yes. Yes. I can feel the energy growing and growing. Yes. Let it grow within you and send the message out to the universe. We deserve a life we love. We live a life we love, and we're gonna create that. Superconscious, do you notice both dad side and mom side family history that's causing resistance? Yes, please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Superconscious, do you see the alignment with self that's causing resistance? I can live a life I love. I am living a life I love. I live a life I love. I will live a life I love. I choose to live a life I love. And I allow myself to live a life I love. Notice all the resistance that's blocking the way. And please treat and do a massive change history and every day is needed. Thank you. Superconscious, do you see the part that's always keeping yourself small, that's too afraid to stand up and come off the comfort zone, to come off the cage, to come off the circle. Superconscious, please treat and do massive change history and everything is needed. Thank you. Yes, please give courage and light and power to the inner child that's too afraid to stand up for herself or himself. Hold their hand and give energy and give them a hug, that it's safe to stand up for yourself, to be who you are, to choose what's close to your heart, even if you don't know what it is, to choose for yourself, to choose to live a life you love and a life you deserve. And you totally deserve what you desire. Yes, you can stand up on your own. You can step out of the circle that's encircling you, that's stopping you from moving on, to step out, to stand out, to be true to who you are and choosing what you truly love for yourself. Yes, tell your inner child and show them who you truly are. You have already grown up. You have so much power, you have so much strength, you have so much experience, and that's no longer who you have to be, who you have to show up in life. You have another choice. Notice the grown-up version of you. Standing tall, you're now an adult. You have accumulated so much knowledge, skills, experiences, life experiences, lessons, wisdoms, and you are no longer that weak, fearful child that didn't have control in their life. It's your past. It's part of you, and we embrace and acknowledge that. But it's also time to notice our power and our growth. And yes, you already have it. Yes, I can feel the energy. That you're all choosing your power. Great. And just feel that. Feel how much power you have, how much growth you've already had, that you can really choose for yourself now. You're not in the mercy of the adults around you. You're now one of them. You just didn't notice that you already stepped out of the circle. That's right. And now I want you to step into that and ground that into you. That's your new identity. That's who you are right now and moving forward. We keep our eyes looking forward to our future, to the present and the future. We are grateful for our past that led us to who we are today. and we let go of all the emotional pain that took root in us, that's no longer helping us to move forward to the future we desire. Thank you for being part of us. Thank you for all the lessons. And we now choose to live differently. We choose happiness. We choose a life we love. To do the things we love. To be with the people we love. And to be strong. To embrace whatever we don't desire and still have the power to choose what we love. We set the intention to create and become the person, to have all these things we desire and live a life we love. Superconscious, do you notice the part that is too powerless, that's feeling very powerless and sad and in agony and anxiety and depression? Please treat and do a massive change history and every day as needed. Thank you. Superconscious, please connect the white light and shine to the part that's having all this heavy energy and emotion that's stopping them from even feeling any bit of happiness and love or any positive emotions at all. Please shine the light and dissipate slowly the energy that's pulling them down. And just notice this heavy energy slowly flowing out of your body to the atmosphere and be purified. Notice that glimpse of light. And let it grow bigger and bigger. And continue to let the heavy energy to flow out, to dissipate and be purified into the atmosphere. And it's okay to cry, to let it out of your system. We are built to be able to cry, and there's nothing wrong with tearing up, to cry, and that's just your body, your system releasing things that you don't need anymore. And just let the moment to sit. And Superconscious, give that part a hug. That is okay. It's okay to have moments that we feel down, and yet we also notice that there's always light that comes to us, that can help us, that's within us. And we focus and choose that light. And we can choose to let go of all this heaviness that's no longer serving us. Thank you. Superconscious, and let us choose again and step into living a life we love. Step into the vision of living a life I love, and notice, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you say to yourself? What do you smell? And what do you taste? What's there? And just notice, how do you feel? What's the emotion that you feel when you're living a life you love? And let the feelings grow and grow and take root as who you are. And that's the feeling you choose to have and the life you choose to create. And Superconscious, please ground all memories we've touched, including memories 1, 2, and 3, the self-conscious, the unconscious, and the superconscious, and reconnect everything back to the matrix of the universe. Thank you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I want you to notice, what is one action that you can take in the next 24 hours that can lead you to create a life you love? And I want you to schedule that action and take it. Ground the treatment, ground the session, and ground it with physical action that also emphasize to your mind, to yourself, that yes, you're creating a different future. You're creating a life you love, and you can do it. Take baby steps, and I hope this session is a help for you, to you, and I'll see you in the next Recode.